Guys, this is meant to be like a 5-minute presentation, and so far I've only got one show done. I've had days, but I'm not good at that sort of thing. I watched the whole of season 1 of Dexter before I even watched one episode of Hell's Kitchen, because I'm going to do it right this year. Also, this is going to be your substitute video for Rouse Monday class. Before you ask, Gavin.
If you wonder why Gavin, I need to actually say Julie, but there you go.
No, I did not use AI. I physically wrote every single note. In fact, the only form of AI I used. In fact, the only AI I used was my mother, and it's because her brain works better than mine, more robotically in a way. So, yeah, to cheat, I used Julie's PowerPoint. To which I will use my own. And for reference, I pulled up last year's PowerPoint, but I'm going to fix it up this time because it was poorly done last year. If I was being more professional about it, I would have showed you like an actual recording of the computer, but I've not got OBS on this thing up and running yet, so we'll get there. Key things to note: 1, I'm not using AI. 2, this year I'm doing actual Hell's Kitchen and not Hell's Kitchen and Kitchen Nightmares. So we're going to fix up all that information, put it into a different PowerPoint. Yeah, and I hope you enjoy Rab's Monday class substitute video, as well as Julie's Wednesday class proper video. I just didn't upload it on the Monday. No, I'm sat here thinking to myself, why am I watching this? MasterChef South Africa hasn't even started yet. I'm watching a Tesco advert and I'm already bored out of my mind. And I'm on medication as well. Let's try it.
Feel the power to lower prices with Tesco Club Card.
That's very loud. Sounded like something was about to explode there. Another advert? 3 in a row. iPhone 17. It's not the ugliest looking phone I've ever seen. iPhone Air. Huh? What's boats got to do with it?
World's greatest welcome.
Take me back, Louis.
Majestic mountain, and ahead of us, a brand new season of MasterChef.
MasterChef. Oh, for fun! God. Where's my pen?
You've got
What?
to love how persistent Willie is at
I'm
getting into every bit of
upstairs!
content.
MasterChef, right. MasterChef South Africa is an hour long episode. It was produced by Homebrew Films for Prime Media Studios. It was broadcasted on MN4 and South Africa BC3 on the 20th of March 2012. In the first ever episode of season 3, which I'm watching. 21st of August 2014. Man, alright. It's grandiose. Grandiose. Editing style.
Well, Pete, this is quite the dramatic entrance, yeah? Well, it's appropriate, Benny, when you consider how dramatic it's going to get once we drop anchor. That's right. Our hopefuls are waiting, and
Music. Like pop, rock. Upbeat. Editing is fast, but not overly sporadic. Tone light-hearted.
camp is about to begin.
Stylistic and graphics are prominent. Gosh, my handwriting is atrocious, by the way. It's also really badly lit.
challenges and a new chance
Ew.
to follow in the footsteps.
That looks rank.
Transform from ordinary home cook to culinary star.
Grant.
This week, Ruben
Oh, holy reference, Batman. What? Wait. You actually caught my attention. South Africa. The boat says Edinburgh, mate. Easter egg. We have Easter egg.
Extra Tegan reference.
No, I don't think Julie will care, but I think she'll like the fact that I actually point that out. What's the timestamp? 0.049.
I promise you I wasn't lying when I said I took my medication for this video.
I hope Julie's proud of me. I wish it was the rap, man.
Genuine dissatisfaction on my face there.
Great to be on the team. I've always thought that this show really changes people's lives.
You're right. Out there, but the MasterChef journey began weeks ago as thousands of hopefuls auditioned under the watchful eyes of some of the
Domestic quakers are not just any quaker.
Ooh, they're kind of bad.
The fuck is going on?
I did right.
The fuck is wrong with the cameras, man? Show the angles right.
I promise you, I wrote that.
Cameras are literally off. We the wrong
It has in fact been so long that it's now dark outside and I haven't even got past like the first 5 minutes of MasterChef. I need to learn its style, its presentation, and what's different about it to Hell's Kitchen. So better get working. I also need to turn a light on because it's really dark in here. I have as little as 11 and a half hours. Well, let's say 11 hours to hand this assignment in on Teams and Moodle. I'm nowhere near finished. I'm getting somewhere with MasterChef, but oh my days, it's gonna take so long. At least I've got content to put before the actual video, so enjoy it. I mean, I could make them separate videos, but I think it would just be better if I made it all one. Yeah, so that way I don't lose track of what day's what. Oh. I kept the theme, but made it slightly better. Hell's Kitchen USA. No. Yeah. Hell's Kitchen USA was produced by Hell's Kitchen USA was produced by A. Smith and Company and aired on the Fox network. Are post-watershed due to the explicit language used by Ramsay and his contestants. There's just no note. Oh man, I can talk in front of people. I can do this. I can. Transitions are harsh. South Africa, on the other hand, is a much more composed menthol. Oh, strong. I'm gonna make Gavin proud. It's not Gavin, Julie. Nah, we'll stick with Gavin. Why couldn't I have come up with something new and easier, man? Oh, I hate you. I've just uploaded my presentation and I'm actually really unhappy with it. Let's see if I can do it justice with this week. Julie has a half day, and with Gavin it was a full day last year, so she needs to get through them all very quickly because she doesn't have a lot of time. So that's why we've been given 5 minutes. But I'm used to spouting and going on for ages. I hope this video does it justice.
Can I? No, can I? Just basic question. Did you write this?
I did write this, yes.
Did you?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Does it look fake to you?
No, I'm just.
No, that's a yes, but
No, it's not a yes. It just seems fake that you've got two different shows meshed together here, and the information you're giving is weighted to one show, but the information on the screen weights to a different show.
I love this class.
I removed my submission. Remove the submission if I don't particularly have much to add.
Are you proud of me, Gavin? I know the rap man is.
I'm trying not to be late today. I'm trying not to be late today. No, I'm going to be recording. The thing that's white today is my face and my socks. I've got to try and make it to college as quick as possible, or else I'll be late, because it's 8:45. Stay there. Damn it.
Not here. So I got Emma. You want to start? You know, once it's out, gets out of the way.
Yeah.
Ah, here we go again.
So, yeah, good. Hi guys!
Let me fix that.
You're doing that way.
Actually, you do a 0.5 for me.
You want something like this? No, it's not gonna.
Yeah, that's all. Right, I'm ready when you are.
Alright, your timer starts now. Alright.
So, I did this course last year and I did the exact same shows, but last time I messed it up and I did 3 shows instead of 2. So, here is my rendition of me fixing it. I used the Breaking Bad logo to kind of give you an idea of what we're going to be doing, except it's not the cooking of meth, it's the cooking of actual food. My 2 shows are Hell's Kitchen USA, to be particular, and MasterChef South Africa. Now, a quick overview. I hated watching South Africa MasterChef. It was so boring and drab, but I'm so happy I managed to get it done right this year. To begin with, Hell's Kitchen USA was produced by A. Smith and Company in the year 2005, which followed on from its predecessor, which was made in the UK. It was so highly popular that Gordon Ramsay went over to California to film another one. It was released within March, and you'll notice that South Africa MasterChef was also released in March. So interestingly enough, there's only 7 years and 10 days apart from these 2. However, they are very drastically different shows. There are some similarities. The beginning, middle, and the end of it. So narratively wise, we start off with contestants in Hell's Kitchen where they have a group of chefs. Typically, they'd have about 20 to divide between the 2. In season 1, they did not divide between gender, whereas from season 3 onwards, it would be red team would be women and blue team would be men. What they first have to do is they're to create their own version of a signature dish. In the first episode, Ramsay goes on to say that one woman's, I think her name was Elaine, her pasta tasted like, and quote, camel shit. Which, to me, that was a much more entertaining way to watch television, because I personally, I lose track very easily. I get very uninterested in what people are saying, but this show really kept me captivated. In the second half of the show, 2 contestants are put forward to be eliminated, but by the end only one is, and oftentimes it's very snaky of those who do it. On the other hand, we've got MasterChef. To be honest with you, I didn't really quite get the concept of the show very well. It took me 6 rewatches of the same episode, season 3, episode 1, which was released in 2014, on the same date as the original. Another thing to note is that Hell's Kitchen was released post-Watershed because of the explosive language and the way that Gordon Ramsay would outburst at his contestants, whereas those of MasterChef were much more formal, calm, nice towards the people, right? So therefore it was aired at 7 p.m. rather than 9 p.m. I did not have a clue what the hell was going on during the challenges, so I can talk about them. The box challenges was where they would open up, well, as it says in the name, a box, and they would come to find a little card where it talks about what they need to cook. Oftentimes when they cooked it, it would be brilliant, but there's always that one who messes it up. Eventually, after going through all these different challenges, each one changes per week, but obviously I only watched 1 episode and I got really bored. The one I watched was, funny enough, the Mystery Box Challenge. Tried watching one with the elimination, got really disinterested. At the end, the challenge is a reward of £1 million to those who compete the best. It's not exactly the most interesting, but you know, you get what you get. Of course, the striking stylistic similarities that I noticed, to do with graphics, obviously MasterChef and Hell's Kitchen tend to use a very fiery look. It's to represent the grills, the ovens and so on, or the pans when they're frying things. Although I feel that the graphics in Hell's Kitchen were a little bit more appealing, and I'm not just saying this out of bias, I'm saying this because it was striking and it kept you engaged, whereas the MasterChef graphics was more of just a transitioning sort of thing. As for audiences, they may feel it's more attractive to watch this because of the fact that it's about culinary skills as well as the interest in food and, you know, eating in general. Personally, I'm a big eater, and if you don't notice already, I bring a lot of crap food into this place. I was also really happy when I watched MasterChef South Africa. It's the only thing that got my attention, except for one other bit, was that one person had poured an entire pint of milk into his meal. And to me, that means a lot. But if we were to discern the differences, they are hugely different shows. First of all, in style, we can talk about how Hell's Kitchen has a very dramatic and overpowering theme to it. Gordon Ramsay's style of presentation is harsh, it's rude, and it's just out there. Whereas the style that they used within MasterChef was just so formal to the point it put me to sleep. And like I said, I watched the episode about 4 times, and I only finished it on the 4th go. The show does not feature explicit language, therefore it being pre-watershed. And I'm not saying I like explicit language in shows, but I feel like it kind of adds away because you can tell there was parts where they cut away what the contestants had said. It was very obvious, but obviously they've got to keep up that for ratings. And the use of music. Music is really orchestral when Gordon is screaming at people. You can hear the violin getting strung out, very, very long strikes. And pop music was used to make a more energetic and light, bubbly tone for MasterChef. To be honest, I like the choices they had. And I will quickly conclude because I've passed 5 minutes. One Easter egg I found in Season 3, Episode 1 of MasterChef was a boat, and the title of the boat was just Edinburgh, which stuck out to me, and there's actually a visible reaction of mine being very confused over here. Like I said, I'd done this last year, and I recorded the entire process. This is me realising that I'd done 3 shows instead of 2. This was me getting bored of creating the PowerPoints because I absolutely hate writing them. I love putting the information in, but making them stylistic is just, it's a drag. That was somebody making raw salmon, which was disgusting. And finally, that's me proving that I did this all by myself in physical written notes. And from my lecturer last year, are you proud of me, Gavin? Of course, I passed it with flying colours in terms of presenting it. It was great. This MasterChef South Africa stuff was complete waffle at some points. I did watch the show, I didn't lie about that, and I was truthful about the fact I despised it. Pardon me. So that's that. That was Hnc TV Year 2 day. According to my calendar, day 8. I hope you enjoyed the first segment, the first 10 minutes, because obviously that's like a substitute for Rab's Monday class. Tomorrow is Panel's Thursday class, and I don't know what we're doing at all. But I really enjoyed today. Some really good presentations from people. Sam, yeah, I enjoyed this presentation, but the end bit was just no, thank you. But you know, teach their own. They've all got their own styles. Funny pictures of Bruce as well.